So the data scraping wars have just taken another turn. Cloudflare is blocking large language models. This is Alex Mead, and you're watching the AI Report, and today we're talking about the latest strategy and tactic move in the AI war. For those of you who know how search engine optimization works, or SEO, there is a file that is located on every website called robots.txt. And this basically kind of gives a good faith instruction to the crawler bots that build the indexes for search engines like Google, for example. There is an emerging standard called llm.txt, which is a similar strategy akin to large language models and how they interact with your website. A lot of these are kind of just good faith efforts, and credible, viable companies like Google respect them, and state actors like North Korea or Chinese actors or even the United States, our own people, likely don't and just use all that information. So what's happening right now is Cloudflare, which is a large CDN or content delivery network that basically allows websites to kind of scale up with larger usage on the internet or fight against something called a denial of service attack. They've basically said, hey, by default, we're going to turn off the kind of open door or the open access for LLMs to search your website. You can even opt into kind of a pricing system that they're trying to get set up. That is basically the new default feature for a Cloudflare CDN. This has a lot of implications potentially now, because if you're a company and you're operating in good faith, that means you can no longer scrape these websites or use these websites with large language models. Honestly, this is an interesting development. It's not clear where this is going to go. It's probably very clear that credible companies are going to start to kind of abide by these tools, but it's also very clear that more scrupulous actors will certainly not, because they can just use the website themselves. So I want to know what you think. Do you think this makes sense to have the default option be not to allow LLMs or large language models to use your data on your website? Or do you think that it makes more sense to opt out in terms of you should go in and click that you don't want to have your data be used? For me, I'm not 100% sure, but I usually lean towards more free and open. So I think my opinion is going to be, I think you should opt out, not have it be by default. But I want to hear what you have to think. So why don't you drop your comments and your thoughts in the comments down below. And I look forward to interacting with you and trying to figure out what people believe. This is Alex Mead for the AI Report. Until I see you next time, have a great day.